Hey there friends, it's Missy again. Thanks so much for stopping in today. I have a new layout using the Noteworthy collection from Pink Fresh Studio, and I just love these colors. That pink is so pretty, especially when it's mixed with the yellows and the blues, and I love all those patterns. I want to start this layout with this paper. I have not used it yet, either side. It's called Be Curious. And these oval shapes are fun. There's something different for me. I tend to usually go for circles or squares or hexagons, but these are fun. I haven't used ovals in I don't know how long. So I'm just going to start by fussy cutting some of these out and then try to figure out a way to arrange them onto a layout. And these didn't take any time at all to cut out because they're an easy shape to cut. All right, so I took some time and played around with my picture there. You can kind of see it's just a cute selfie of me and my daughter. And I have a couple of leaf sprigs cut out. These are from one of the cut files that you can find over in the Pink Fresh Studios store. There's several different leaf sprigs and flowers on this one cut file. So I just cut a couple of leaves. And I am going to do some mixed media, so I'm going to use thick, smooth, white cardstock and then smudge a lot of clear gesso on there. I'm going to let that dry, and so now I can get to work using the Liquid Watercolors from Pink Fresh Studio. So since I was going to have that line of the ovals going pretty much across the middle of the layout, I thought that I would do pinks and blues on my background and then pull in pops of yellow and green using embellishments and things. So I'm going to use the packaging technique here, and I'm starting with my favorite of the Pink Fresh Studio Liquid Watercolors, that light blue color. It's called Sky Blue, and the packaging technique, if you've never tried it, this is a great way to jump into mixed media if you want to do just a little bit of it, because you can kind of see here, all you have to do is spread a little bit of the paint on some plastic, and then you flip it over and smush it down. It's basically kind of like stamping, but you get this really cool shape, and you don't even, have to use a brush to achieve that. Well, you use the brush to put the color on, but when you flip the plastic over and you smush it down with your hands, you get a really unique shape every time, and it's just a different look than a brush stroke. So to get that purplish pinkish color there, I mixed the bubblegum, which is the pink color, with a little bit of the lavender and the candy apple. So basically red, pink, and purple I mixed together, and it created that perfect deep pink color that is in that pattern paper that you saw in the beginning. And that pattern paper is called All the Goodness. So I am using my brush a little bit with a little bit more water just to kind of help spread the paint around exactly to where I want it. The plastic packaging is more of a controlled way to put color on a background, but sometimes, it depends on how much you put on the plastic. You may squish out too much, or it may not be enough. It may not go in the exact place that you want it, or it might not look the exact way that you thought it would. So here I am adding a little bit more. You can just kind of see how you can definitely control how much you use, but you're going to get a very unique shape. And then a brush is good for kind of softening up the edges and making it look a little bit faded toward the edges, so it's not just a harsh line of paint. And it all depends on the look you're going for and what you enjoy doing. Sometimes I just like to apply the color to the background, spritz it with water, and then just let the color do its thing. But I just was in the mood to use some plastic packaging, and it's really fun to do. And you can kind of see there how I've got the blue at the top and then the pink at the bottom, and then all of those ovals are going to sort of create a line across the middle there. All right, so this is the next day. I took a break. This is the next day. I let everything dry, and then I'm just going to start to build the page. I'm going to use some white tissue paper behind my photo there just to give it a little bit of a layer. And then I've got some bits left over from some adhesive foam sheets. And so I'm going to layer that behind the picture, and that's just going to give the picture some lift off the page, create a little bit of dimension. And now I'm going to just start to layer in these ovals that I cut. And I want the photo kind of tucked underneath, kind of like that. Since it's such a close-up of our faces, you know, nothing is being covered up as far as anything important on the photo. You know, our faces aren't going to get covered up or anything. So since there's a lot of empty space at the bottom of the picture, I'm able to tuck it in there like that and do some overlapping. So I'm going to do some layering behind the picture. I'm going to add in a little piece of that dark and light blue and white gingham paper for just a little bit of that dark blue color, a hint of that color around the picture. And then I really love this envelope. I did cut it because it was pretty big, but I love that detail with the string and the circle enclosure. I love that. So I'm going to make sure that that is visible. And then I'm going to tuck in one of those leaf cut files, and I just cut that on white cardstock. I'm going to tuck that in just basically as a detail behind the left side of the picture there. And I'm going to go ahead and stick together everything that goes behind the picture because I know that that's going to stay. And then before I glue anything to the background, I'm going to start to pull in embellishments and just kind of play around with things. Now I do want to add some more texture and color, so I'm going to do that using some colored thread here. And I wanted to bring in, like I said earlier, more pops of yellow and green. Green's going to come later because at this point, honestly, I wasn't going to use green, but you know how that changes as you go. You wind up adding things. So I added some yellow thread down there below the ovals, and then some of that darker blue color over to the left corner of the envelope. And then I'm going to start to glue things down. And I'm going to show you here why it's important to use a ruler. If you're gluing something down like this and you think that it's straight, it looks pretty straight, right? Wait until I glue these down, and I'm going to pull out my ruler and just double check and see how straight this is. It is so crooked. I'm so bad at eyeballing. Look at this. Yeah, I'm going to have to smush down those that I started with because I was going completely downhill and didn't even realize it. So that T-square ruler has been a great tool, and I don't think I could make a layout without that thing. I got that at, I think, Joann's a long time ago, and it's great, especially for lining up journaling lines and things like this that you want to be straight. Because I love making things crooked. I love having things look askew and not perfectly straight. But in a case like this, where I want things to be straight, I have got to use a ruler because there's a 99.9% chance that it's going to be crooked if I don't. And that sort of thing does bug me. I know a lot of people just let it go and it doesn't bother them. But if you're like me, use a ruler. So all I'm doing here is playing around with embellishments. I've got everything pulled out from the Noteworthy collection. I've got the die cuts, the dimensional stickers, the puffy stickers, the enamel dots and wood veneer or wooden buttons, the cardstock stickers, you name it. And I'm just playing around with everything, seeing if I want to layer some things behind the picture. I am going to layer a couple of things on top of the ovals. You see I've got that little camera there, that little together piece, which I'm going to wind up moving. There is a little rainbow puffy sticker and a rainbow die cut. I put them over to the right of the photo, but I turned them sideways to make them look like circles. And then I put a couple of things above the picture there. And some of the things that you're seeing here are going to change. Yeah, I took some time, took a break, came back. I did change the blue sticker above the photo. I changed it to a yellow one that says laughter. And then I changed out, let's see, I moved the camera, I added a dimensional sticker. Pretty much things in the same spot. I just changed them out for something different. And I am going to use that little puffy camera, just not right this second. I added some more of the hot pink color thread up at the top because even though that deep pinkish purple color is prevalent in this collection, there are also pops of the bright hot pink color. So I do want to pull in both of those. And I'm going to start to glue things down now. I know that the photo is going to stay right there, so I can start to work on all the little things that are going to go around it. And now that the bulk of the page is done, it's going to be a matter of adding small things. And that's what I love about Pink Fresh Studios collections is they do have some big things, like big embellishments, but they also have a lot of small, tiny things, which are great. Like, look at these puffy stickers. They're pretty small. A lot of the stickers are small, but those tags are pretty big. So you get a great variety of sizes of things. Yeah, so I'm going to tuck in that leaf sprig again, which I'm probably going to use over and over and over because, you know, you can't have too many leaf sprigs. They're perfect for layering, just like this right here. Perfect for tucking in somewhere and layering, and always looks good. And it matches the leaf sprig in this collection. If you look on the 1, 2, 3, the fourth oval, there's a green sprig of leaves. It's the same exact thing. It's perfect. So that's another thing that's so awesome about the cut files that are created for Pink Fresh Studio is that they are based on the collections. And so you'll find a lot of the shapes from the papers or the embellishments in the cut file or the cut files, which is awesome. So I'm going to mix and match. I'm going to use both of the sizes of the puffy alpha stickers, and I'm just going to go simple with the title. It's going to be Making Memories because it was just a cute selfie. We were laughing and cuddling and tickling on the couch. And I'm going to use mostly blue of the smaller stickers, and then I mix and matched for memories. So I've got some of all the colors going on. I'm going to layer in a couple of die cuts that match the flowers on the ovals, like the one to the left of the camera. I added that pink die cut. It's the same flower and leaf sprig, leaf stem, oh good grief, as the one on the oval. And then a yellow flower puffy sticker over on the right. These are some of the enamel dots. You get some pink ones and some green ones from the dimensional stickers. And then I'm going to tear apart this little together sticker that's got the banner attached to it. I'm going to use both pieces, but I'm just going to use them separately. I wanted to use this piece together since we were together. I just didn't know where to put it. So I'm going to just play around with that in a couple places. I like it everywhere. I liked it everywhere I put it. So I just kind of picked a place and went with it. And then the banner piece I'm going to trim up and use over to the left. And again, it has all the colors that I used, which is awesome because all these colors together are so pretty. Love them. So down at the bottom, I wanted to add in a pop of green. So I'm going to use this Collect Memories sticker, and I'm going to pop it up with some adhesive foam. But before I glue it down, I'm going to go ahead and do my journaling because I want to add some thread under it. And usually I'll glue my thread down and then try to write my journaling around the thread, which is a pain. So going ahead and did my journaling, and then I wanted to bring in a pop of that blue that I've got up at the top. The mixed media, that soft blue, and I'm going to do that with some thread. So I'm just going to ball that up, loop it up, and then tuck it underneath this little sticker here. I added the date, and that is it. That's the final layout. I love these colors. Look how rich and deep they are, especially in those puffy stickers. So pretty. I love that you can just get all the colors in one word. I did trace around some of those, the word memories with a white pen to make them pop out a little bit more against that dark pink paint. But I took a lot of close-ups here. You can see all the detail, all the dimension. So many fun little bits and pieces in this collection. And I feel like I used a lot of them here, but I still have a ton left. So anyway, let me know if you have any questions. Make sure you check out all the other videos on the Pink Fresh Studio channel here. There's so much inspiration, not only for layouts, but also for cards and other projects. So many fun things. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great week, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.